we've been battling this booger right here since yesterday. Okay, it's the following morning. We got the other end out of a bind. We just finally got this baby out of a bind. The problem is on our mounting here has gotten bent over the years, so we've had to do some little shimmage, but I think we're good with it. What do you think?
It'll work.
Alan, what you think? You happy with it, partner?
Absolutely.
Alan's happy. So now it's time to use these muscles and bellies.
I got the belly.
Well, Charlie's got him a little picture. Now look, we're gonna go back 2 scenes when you had that thing just sitting normal now.
I'm trying to cover it.
We gotta get some heavy ass chain in here. This is what we do though, okay? We're Floridians and we're country boys, as my son would say. So we're about to get this crap done so. Before we get our chain in, Tommy of the Talk-A-Lots has recommended that we upgrade the size of our drive. Right now we currently had 100, but we're switching to 120, which is a little bigger. It's gonna be bigger chain, bigger teeth on the sprockets. So all these sprockets, depending on which one you have, whether they have a hub or non-hub, this one is a hubless. I mean, there's a hub welded on, but there's not a hub that slides in. So you got set screws that goes through the hub. Obviously you got a key that goes through. A lot of times of these we'll throw a little weld around the shaft in a couple spots just to keep it from sliding. So we will have to grind the welds off, and we should theoretically be able to pull this thing right off there.
Hammer, Thomas.
After Charlie gets his hammer. Is there even welds on it?
It's all broke.
We're not turtly enough for the turtle club.
I saw this pickle jar that a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles tallywhackers.
There should be a bushing in that box. So this sprocket, this is your bushing. This is actually what holds the sprocket down in there. You stick it in, and as you tighten your bolts, it will suck this thing in further, which will close the gap and hug onto the shaft itself. And the good thing about these, are a lot easier to get off. You got pusher holes as well. More or less got to get it lined up with that chain. It's pretty well dead center through that slot right there. That's what Charlie's using his eyeballs for. He's giving her a good old eyeball. Look like you're really looking precise.
Once it pulls in, it should be good.
Give us the professional look. How a pro would look down that thing.
Set the impact on 1.
Yeah. Well, this ain't no Harbor Freight impact, partner. You better back this one on down, son.
We'll try the smart torque first. I've been wanting to try that.
I think right there will break a freaking bolt in no time. That's that Milwaukee.
Smart torque.
Guess they figure people are too dumb to know how to torque it themselves, so they gotta make the tool do it for you. This ain't your grandpappy's DeWalt from 1986, partner. This is the real deal tools right here. So we got the drive itself on our gearbox. Now we just got to get this one on the shaft, which will drive the chain. Starts off an electric motor, the belts, which then turns your gearbox.
I need to go get a box of 120 also.
Which then turns the chain, which then turns the shaft itself, which then carries the logs on down, you freaking genius. Unreal. You're close.
Close enough we can stick the chain on it and see.
Yeah.
Good together.
You and Philip. You and Philip told me and Charlie not to help y'all on that scrag, did they not?
Well, the scrag run the run don't work.
At the end of the day, we'll be helping them with the
What was
scrag.
that you just said about you need to learn when to keep your damn mouth shut, Thomas?
Well,
Now would be a time.
Well, I'll ask you something, Alan. They telling me the scrag won't run next week. You can't keep you on the job.
Do you want to take your word back about not needing our help, Philip?
We got it.
You can get your pry and push it to the side.
Did y'all find your daggum pry bar?
Yeah, where you left it at.
Where'd you find it at?
Where you left it at in the shop?
Where'd you find it at?
In the shop where you left it?
I first tried to say you left it on the truck over there, but I done heard now that it was over there at the daggum shop.
First, had to stick your fingers.
Y'all are just old senile, forget things.
I can lean up against Thomas's toolbox.
How do you lose something a 6-foot daggum bar?
5'2".
I got our sprockets on, which we still have to attach a chain to that, but you're going to see why we're not going to do that quite yet here in a few minutes. Sir Alan here, he's getting all our heavy duty chain rolled up. The goal here is to set one in the trough and spread it, and then let sprocket itself, after hooking a rope to it in a tractor, we'll just pull it through, pull it 20 foot, hook the next section on, pull it again, and tie the 2 or 3 links, 2 or 3 chains together, however much it takes. Probably only 2 and just like a part of 1, if I had to guess. All right, ease it on down. That's why they call you #1 operator right there. I pointed the camera at him, but I was talking to you, Charlie. So we've got a strap bringing all the way to the end of our chain, just looped through with 100 spirals in it. And we got the other end on the bucket. And the reason being, this thing is so heavy, I've got them like 20-foot sections. We just roll 20 foot to the top and we'll pull it, and that'll fill up our bottom tray. Then we'll tie another chain onto it and pull it some more, and then tie them together. And that's the reason I did not hook up my drive chain yet. That way this can free spool. You see it's tightening on. All right, leaving this much on though, because if I let go, it's going to want to free spool and fall down in there, and that's the last thing I want. So now we'll set another set of chain up in here. Alright, so now that we got our 2 links right here beside each other, or our 2 chains, got ourselves a pin. We're going to go and tie these chains together, and then we can continue to drag forward. Pretty simple deal. You got on one end, it's nice and round. The other end on this particular chain is squared off on 2 sides. That way it kind of locks itself in, but you got to go in one direction only, and it'll only go out one direction only. And it comes these little pins, but I'm just going to go ahead and weld the whole outside. To me, that's the best way to do it.
He'll do anything to be on the camera.
I'm glad we wasn't the only one to notice that. Phil, what's going on here? Tell us about your day today. There's something you want to tell us.
This is piss poor maintenance is what this is.
We're going to get it done, Phil, I promise. We're about to have this puppy here knocked out in the next 30 minutes. Well, we appreciate you. If anything else you can think of y'all can't get done, just let us know.
Probably don't need 4 foot.
Issues where you're at right now is, for one, where we got our come along ran, that ain't gonna work. And for 2, I put too big of a hole right here, copying the below, and that was just a fail. So for right now, I'm just gonna tack the chain to the wear plate itself, so I can slide it back, fill a filler piece right there, then I'll tack this chain as well, far enough back and I still pick it up, and that way it's in place when I go to get my new piece of chain to go in here. We'll measure out, figure out what kind of piece we gotta put in here. I got it. This end should be better, yeah. So now we got our chain all tied in together. We'll cut these few welds, do a little bit of notching on the end, and then get our drive chain connected on our gearbox. Final stage, you gotta make yourself a drive chain. Got some brand new 120. Gonna get it marked to size, grind it, punch it out, and then tie it all in. Make sure our sprockets are in line, and we'll be goods to goes.
You got the master?
Hell no, I ain't got the. Just sit right there, let me. Y'all help me find it now. Y'all holler if y'all see it. I see it, Charlie. Oh, Sawyer Lee was on here. He just commented and said he's seen it right there.
Okay.
He just wasn't listening to him. Oh, you little second.
It'll make it.
Get in there. She's tight, which means she must be right. Let's see how aligned that we are now that we're done with the
Not exactly
jerks.
yet.
It looks pretty close. That looks pretty close, man. From a grasshopper's eye view, that's pretty close.
Tommy wants us to do his favorite thing and oil the chain.
Earl her up. Okay, okay, we can do that. We can do that. We'll weld these sprockets off. You heard the man. We'll earl the chain, and then we'll test this thing. Come on. Well, as you can see, she's working out just as planned. So fortunate there. Glad we got that done. That was quite a job. Haven't already, hit that like, hit that subscribe. God bless, and as always, appreciate y'all watching. Peace. We out of here.